All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're flying more planes. And just continuing with the Ace Combat 6 achievement grind. Particularly the multiplayer portion. The hard part. As of today, we are at approximately 19.74% complete, give or take. So, we got a ways to go, but progress is being made. I don't know. Anyway, let me get the game open on ye old Xbox. That's a good start. Hold on. First of all, I need a source projector. There we go. Yeah, that's the disc. Oh. I reached down to grab it after ejecting it, and it just sucked it right back in. Oh. It's gonna need a restart. It's not connected to Xbox Live. But there! That worked. It's just that easy. Why can I not hear it, though? Hold on. Oh, never mind. I can hear it. Could have pressed eject on the controller? Is that a thing you can do? How do you eject it with the controller? Wait a minute, what was that? Is that a thing you can do? On the main page, bottom right? Jesus, now it's all... Oh. I see it. Well, I did it with my toe, and I was about to grab it anyway, but it sucked it right back in before I had the chance to grab it. Stupid Xbox UI, it's awful. It's still terrible. I saw a thing where apparently the more friends and like messages and stuff you have on your Xbox, the worse the performance gets on the system. Like that's something that people discovered somewhat recently. Even just like the UI and stuff gets laggier and the frame rate gets lower and everything. So at some point, I might just have to go through and like purge all of my messages and old Xbox friends. Sounds like an Xbox feature. Yeah. All right. And now we wait. It's Acer Day? It is. It's Acer Day. Gonna be playing with friends. We're gonna see if anyone from chat joins. What? I did not forget my barber appointment. I did not. I made it. I made it to that appointment. You beat the game yet? Yeah, all the single player is done. We're just doing multiplayer now. Printing more 50/50s. Why would they? Why would they bring back the 3060 instead of just making more 50/50s? That's a great question. What? He's lagging my Xbox. Why are you messaging me from Xbox, Hot Sauce? You're not even playing Ace Combat 6. The 3060 never left? No, but they're starting up production on new 3060s. Wait, that was just a rumor? Was it actually? Oh, it is just a rumor. It's speculation. It is not confirmed yet. I thought... Bro, I swear that the thing I saw was just saying that they are. They weren't even like, oh, it's rumored, oh, it's speculated. Like, no, they were just saying they were going to. Like, whatever headline I saw come up. Why would they make 3060s? I thought it was stupid, too. I swear I saw it, too. Yeah, whatever I saw was running it just as if it was confirmed. There wasn't even a hint of like, oh, this may or may not happen. I hope Asus drops the specs for AC8 soon. I gotta know if I need to upgrade from my 1660 Super. Okay, now hear me out. Hear me out. I'm no Project Aces developer, but if I had to speculate on whether or not you will need to upgrade from your 1660 Super for Ace Combat 8, I would speculate that you probably will need to upgrade from the 1660 Super. Now, I can't say for certain on Clash. Which Clash? He's in card. It did. That is one of those. Genuinely, so many of the cards like from that time from Nvidia lasted so long. I don't know what changed. Well, I know what changed. It's that developers just stopped optimizing. But a lot of Nvidia's cards from around that time lasted forever.
Piss on him. Piss on him. Piss on him.
Like, I had my 1080 Ti for almost 6 years, and for pretty much that entire time it was able to run games well. Like, Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I was able to almost play it on max on a 1080 Ti. Like, a lot of the cards that they released around that time just lasted forever. God, not Project Wingman. Don't get them started on Project Wingman. Don't do it. No chance it will run on 4 gigabytes of GPU RAM or 6. No, even just the fact that it's a UE5 game makes me imagine it won't. But also, like, 7 was super well optimized, which does kind of throw me off a bit. Who knows if it will run on 8? It's true. 8 is already on the way out. Hold on. I'm curious. Speaking of, they have to have specs up for Resident Evil 9 by now, right? Like, I haven't looked. They do. Because, reminder, RE9 is next month, by the way, chat. Oh my god. Chat. I know you can't see it on my screen because of OBS. But for anyone who doesn't already know, what do you guys think the minimum GPU is for Resident Evil Requiem? What is their minimum spec for RE9 GPUs? Any guesses? Any takers on this? I am shocked, but it's also... I don't want to say too much. 3060, 2060, 4060, 3060, RX 6600. It is a GTX 1660, not super. Capcom is officially saying that if you have a 1660, you can play Resident Evil Requiem. Ain't no way that's right. I'm shocked, but at the same time, this is the RE engine. And like literally every RE engine game has run incredibly well. That's a RE4 remake that came out in 2023. I was playing that on max settings on a 1080 Ti. I hadn't even upgraded when that came out, but I was able to max out that game and play with more than 60 FPS. Wilds, we don't talk about Wilds. We don't talk about that. Their recommended GPU is at least a 2060 Super. For like medium settings, 60 FPS. They're saying 2060 Super will do it. Dragon's Dogma 2, we don't talk about that one either. The actual RE team using the RE engines do an insane job optimization wise. I don't know how they do it. Oh wait, we're playing Siege Battle. I chose a plane, kind of forgetting that that's what we were playing. Uh-oh. If Yuriko opened it already, should I wait? I was about to start because I realized Valentine was in here already and I just didn't know. But if Yuriko is getting on... Siege Battle hurts to play. I know. This is going to be... The worst part is, we need the same amount of wins for Siege Battle. And a game of Siege Battle takes like twice as long as any other match. So like genuinely half of this grind is going to be Siege Battle. So, as painful as it is, it's my least favorite of the bunch by far. Do I get a pension for doing this?
Yeah, you're right. I haven't pegged a man in a long time.
You get to be immortalized. Hold on. Speaking of games that come out next month, Kiwami 3, just because I'm curious. Are you shitting me? I guess it's still Dragon Engine. And they're using a lot of assets that are old as fuck. Like, even from the trailers of Kiwami 3, I was able to spot a lot of, like, Yakuza 6 / Kiwami 2 assets in the Kiwami 3 trailer. So they're using a lot of assets that are, like, a decade old. But the minimum spec for Kiwami 3 coming out next month is a GTX 1650. One step lower than RE Requiem. Jesus Christ. But then their recommended is a 3060. So their recommended spec is higher, but their minimum is lower, which is interesting to me. What happened to that fourth person we had that one time? I missed that. I don't know. They were in here like literally the one time. They aren't listing expected res at those settings though, which is crazy. It is kind of crazy. I would assume that like on a Twitter post or something they have it listed and just not on Steam. You stop, you're lagging my Xbox. You stop. I'm curious though. Yuriko's just here for the love of the game. Is that Valentine? That's gotta be. Kind of forgot that I was playing multiplayer for a minute there. I got way too comfy. One day I'll get AC6 for vibes. Eesh. Don't list the settings for the specs on Steam. I know. Like, they always do if you go and, like, seek out a post about it or something. But for some reason, they never do on Steam. Most Yakuza games do? Oh, really? I'm shocked by how low the minimum spec is for both of those games. A little less shocked for Kiwami 3, because, like, once I thought about it, I'm like, okay, yeah, they are using a lot of, like, decade-old stuff in this game. But it is what it is. Ooh. What target am I missing here? Oh, one more A10. That was a Hail Mary and a half. This A10 is flying in, like, the perfect circle to throw me off. These missiles are just never gonna hit. Like, ever. That should hit. There's no way it doesn't, right? At least it plays Liberation of Grace Maria every single siege battle, right?
I'm an adult woman. I have
That
said some
helps.
freaky shit in my day.
Sure you have. $1080-60 on the medium preset. That's generally what recommended means, but they should still specify it, like, just for clarity's sake. Okay. We fly a little plane. Going Hornet wasn't such a good idea? Oh, that's why. I'm like, man, are my maneuvers on point today? Or what's going on? That would do it. The Hornet in this game is not the greatest. I just earned some reward points, chat. My Xbox reward points. That hit? Oh, that was a beauty shot. Collect them now. I need them.
Warning, incoming missile. Operation Bravo complete. You're doing great. Continue on with the mission.
my god. My Xbox. I love that you can see like just the little momentary lag of the notification coming up. I don't know how valid the thing of it like slowing down your entire system is the more that you have in like your dashboard total, but you definitely do get a little like spot of lag when a message pops up. More like bribe points? No. Wait a minute. Is Yuriko moving? Oh, she is. She's back. Enchiladas have been eaten. I'm so sorry, Valentine. In the FA-18, in the 2v1 on Siege Battle, this is just not a good situation to be in. Fajitas! Shit, I didn't remember exactly. I took a guess. Are you guys allowed to have fajitas in the UK? Like, legally? I would have thought that would be, like, beyond the legal spice limit. They've got, like, pepper in them. Fuck you mean allowed? You get Culver's yet? I actually did. I did yesterday. Did you ask about the affiliate program? I did not. I got a, what's it? I did like curbside pickup. So I didn't really, actually, I literally didn't speak to anyone. Oh my God, that reminded me. The woman who like came out to my car to hand me the food for the curbside order, I shit you not, did not speak a word. And she had like this open-mouthed stare of like confusion, it seemed, and it was really awkward. It was just like, okay, thank you. She didn't say a word, just walked away. I was so just uncomfortable because of it. I was like, did I do something? Like, did I miss something? What's going on? Why did she come out like that? Why did she look like that? Because like, she like literally like mouth open, like look of confusion just the entire time that she walked to my car, like held eye contact with me as she handed me the bag of food, did not speak a word. I was just like, okay. It was really awkward, and I totally forgot about it until I was about to say I didn't really talk to anyone. And then I realized I literally did not. She was probably high as fuck. I don't know, dude. It weirded me out. Oh, damn it. I got hit. Sent me right into the ground. There's no score in the corner on this mode. Nothing I have to move my camera for in Siege mode. Because I did forget that I generally move it for AC6, but this game mode I'm not covering anything. The ships respawn too. Is Alpha 2 Yuriko when the radio says that? I believe it is. Oh yeah, it is. I see the flak notification.
Missile struck target. Missile evaded.
Yeah, it was just bizarre. The Culver's employee just staring me down like that. Like she was so genuinely confused the entire interaction. How far about through the grind do you think you are? We don't know the exact number right now. I am using a spreadsheet to track it, but until I get the Siege Battle 10 achievement, I cannot confirm the exact percentage or number because we played a lot without knowing that your multiplayer progress for the achievements doesn't count unless you save your progress in the menu after the match. Like, you have to go into the options in the menu and save from there in order for the achievement progress to keep counting.
Missile struck target.
Which, yes, Hot Sauce found out from some looking around because we were confused why we weren't getting achievements. And Hot Sauce found, like, a random forum where someone talked about it. It's so dumb, incredibly dumb. So I know now that the Battle Royale progress is legit. The team battle progress is legit. Like, I have those tracked perfectly because I've gotten achievements for those. So we can be 100% sure on those. But until I get the first Siege Battle achievement, I don't know exactly how many wins I have tracked. I know how many I've gotten, like, while playing the game, but I don't know how many have actually tracked in the game, like, for the achievement. And yeah, I'm using a spreadsheet just because it allows me to keep track. So I made myself a little spreadsheet for it. And set up a little, formula cell to calculate out, like, the percentage progress. Couldn't think of the term. It is cell in spreadsheets. I was like, it's some weird word.
It's flat.
Oh, oh, don't fly into the buildings.
Enemy forces are hanging on by a thread. Almost done here.
So Valentine, how do you feel about the Hornet in Ace Combat 6? Out of curiosity.
Return to base.
Click like to feed mods. It's true. Click like.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
I forgot.
Enemy forces are approaching the city. Intercept.
I mean, if this were like a straight up point scoring mode,
ESM is active.
you would get the point scaling for using the Hornet. Like, at least you'd have that going for you. But Siege Battle, well, Siege Battle doesn't necessarily have that.
Alpha 2 to launch.
At least not exactly. Siege Battle has, like, the death respawn penalty. And that will scale depending on what plane you're using. Like, if you're using a shittier plane, the penalty is less severe. Like, I think Yuriko in the Typhoon, when she got shot down, it was like a 30-second penalty. When I got shot down, I think it was 26. So maybe the Hornets is, you know, a lot more lenient. Is that RCL? Wait, does the Typhoon have RCL? Was that RCL?
Missile missed. Alpha 1, ESM is active.
Congrats on 40.
Launch 2.
40. Is it rounding me up? I don't think we hit 40 yet. It might be rounding up if I got to like 39,950. Then it might be rounding me up, but I don't think I'm at 40 yet. Oh, you're at 39.9. Okay, never mind. I was like, I know I was kind of close. Typhoon does have RCL? That's wild.
Operation Bravo failed. Our front line is crumbling. Protect whatever forces we've got left. Alpha 1, ESM is active.
His maneuvers. He's working for it. Can't take it away from him. Shit.
Missile missed. Missile struck target.
I got him. You gonna make a video on AC-8 when it comes out? Yes, I'm planning on it. 22 seconds? It's probably more than I would have given the Hornet. But, you know, I didn't make the plane game.
Missile evaded. Alpha 2 to launch.
Oh, shit. Is actually gonna come out before we finish 6? No. No. Definitely not. We're moving so fast now, right? Right, chat? These siege battles go so fast. So fast.
Fox 2. Lock on.
Shit.
Missile missed.
I hear the RCL.
Missile struck target.
Oh, really? My god, I have the fucking craziest grip on this controller right now. You guys don't even want to know.
Lock on.
I'm hitting so many buttons. The AC-130? I was putting in all that work. And the AC-130 did it. Whipping out the claw. It was so much crazier than the claw, you don't even know. The claw was involved. I am, in fact, not the Wings of Thief. Hey, it was a pretty good effort. I couldn't get you. It was the fucking AI plane that hit you out of nowhere. I don't know how they hit that snipe.
Alpha 2 to launch. Missile missed.
I swear, AC6's dogfights are fucking insane, though. Like, just the speed of them and, like, how the planes handle in this game. It's crazy. Like, when Valentine and I start sweating our asses off, we're just doing the wildest maneuvers in these planes. And the fights go on for, like, 5 minutes straight. I feel like no other AC game has straight up dogfighting like this. It's wild. You guys just wait until we're doing the multiplayer grind for Assault Horizon. That's where you're gonna see some crazy shit. We're gonna make steel bleed and all that. Oh no. Damn you. Again. What the fuck? Playing Assault Horizon on Steam? Yes. PSM's in this one too? No, only 7 for post-stall. At least in terms of them actually being implemented by the developers. You can kind of do it if you put in a lot of effort and, like, specifically set yourself up for it. But no, that in terms of, like, the devs actually having implemented it, it's only 7. Is the missile tracking on the Hornet just worse than everything else? I don't think so. I think the missile tracking is all the same. I feel like we're both really stupid for that. I don't think missile tracking is affected by the planes. I think missile tracking in this game, especially if you're trying to hit, like, the target planes over there, is just wild if you don't actually get the shoot indicator. Like, missiles hardly track without it, I swear. Oh, why did I fly right into it? You can do Assault Horizon MP on Steam. No one can buy it. You can still buy it on Steam. You just have to go through, like, a key seller, but you can still get it for, like, 30 bucks or so on Steam. I know a couple people in chat literally bought it, like, already from, like, key sellers and stuff on Steam because they want to join when we do multiplayer on it. I know, like, Fuson, I know, bought it just when I was saying, like, that we were going to do it on the Steam version, since it is still possible to acquire. You just have to go through an extra hoop, and I know that he literally went and bought it, like, just then. And Yuriko, yeah, I was trying to remember who else had bought it. It was like 3 or 4 chatters literally went and bought it just for the MP portion of that grind. So we'll be able to do it for sure. I bet we'll have more players on Assault Horizon than we do on 6. I feel like 6 is just going to be the least because you have to have, like, a working Xbox with Xbox Live and a physical copy of the game to even be able to get on. So I'm pretty sure that just because of, like, the set of circumstances, this will be the least players we ever have for the multiplayer grinds. Oh, is Valentine typing? Oh no, he's playing. I was like, whoops.
We have radar lock on.
23 pounds on Aniba right now? I don't even know Aniba. I haven't heard of that one, but like G2A, CD keys, whatever. I don't know what the kids are using these days. I pretty much only use key sellers when I have to.
Crashed.
So I don't know what like the current big ones that people use are.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
You need an actual PSP? No, you can directly connect through ad hoc in PPSSPP. So I set up like a group in what's it called? Radman VPN to be able to like grab people's spoofed IPs, which allows you to directly connect without actually giving your IP away. And that's what we were doing for ACX. We were using the ad hoc multiplayer in PPSSPP and direct connecting, which makes it play as if you were like playing ad hoc in the same room on PSPs. Oh, CD keys got rebranded? See, I didn't even know that. Damn it. Should have let go of triangle. Or sorry, why? This is an Xbox exclusive. That's not triangle, that's Y.
Alpha 2 to launch. Missile missed. Lock on. Operation Alpha failed.
Damn it. Ask a gamer what button is X on their controller. Ooh.
Box 2.
I feel like I do mostly. I don't know. The issue is I grew up with like at least one of the consoles from all the big ones. Like I had a PlayStation, an Xbox, I had Nintendo stuff. So my brain doesn't really like only think of one controller layout, but it probably mostly associates with Xbox in my brain. And I think that's pretty much because I spent most of my time on Xbox as a kid because they had like Halo and Gears, and Call of Duty used to get DLC a month early on Xbox. So if you wanted to be a real COD gamer and get the cool shit right as it came out, you played on Xbox. So like I probably spent the most time growing up gaming on Xbox out of anything. You give off Xbox kid vibes. Hey, it's not my fault that I had the system with all the coolest games. It's not my problem.
Missile evaded.
I spent the most time on Xbox, probably.
Aircraft returned to base.
Sure, bud.
Alpha 1,
It's true.
engage the enemy. Enemy forces are approaching the city.
It's
Intercept.
true. I bet bro was hella toxic back in the day. No, dude, I sat in those MW2 lobbies scared for my life. And it was great.
ESM is active.
Imagine wanting to play Uncharted. I had Uncharted. Yeah, that was absolutely brutal. I'm so sorry, Valentine. Siege battle matches last so long. And like, I would like to know for certain what the progress is at for Siege battle. But like, that match took 45 minutes. The times were better then. I will not hear historical revisionism about those days. I don't know. An Xbox communicator? What, the little like one ear headset? You mean? I had one of those. I don't know. What do you two think? That's what it was called? Yeah, okay. I, of course, didn't use it all that much. I used a Turtle Beach headset. Like, cool guy. The likelihood of us skipping to the next game, we're not doing it. I can't do it. I can't just not do the one. I can't. Of course you did. Hey, it was the move. And the Turtle Beaches on 360 were like so impractical. I remember there used to be so many cords and stuff you had to plug in. Like Xbox One was when they really nailed it. In terms of just, you had like one cord that you plugged into the bottom of the controller. That was it. That was all it took. But bro, back, like, you don't understand. That breaker for the game. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can't find like an image. Oh my god, yes. Holy fuck. Here you go, chat. Kids these days will never understand the original Turtle Beaches and all the cables you had to have for them. Hold on. This was the sort of headset that I had for 360 back in the day. And these are literally just the cables for the headset. It's fucking ridiculous. There was an era pre-headset just plugs into controller. And I don't think about it often, but looking back, I'm like, man, how did we live like that? Yeah, you needed it for the game audio. We're doubling up. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed the F-15 that match. I'm not gonna lie. It felt nice. Oh, wait. I don't think Valentine chose a plane yet. My bad. I almost started it. But it looks like the default. I was too young for playing online or anything, according to my parents. Never really had a gaming headset to join the COD lobbies. Man. We're wild. who needed game audio to dominate on COD. Or you had the sound whore. That was just what you did back then. Turtle Beach sound whoring, man. That's how you played COD. But sorry, in terms of... I saw the question go by a minute ago, asking if I'm into AC7 PvP. Kind of crazy take. I know. As someone who does a lot of Ace Combat content, has for almost... Wait. Yeah, has for like more than 2 years now.
Enemy forces are approaching the city.
I'm not that big on Ace Combat PvP in general. I feel like it's fun for like a little bit. But then even more than the single player, like way more than the single player, it kind of just becomes the same thing over and over and over, you know? Oh fuck, you guys are doubling up on me? I didn't even notice. How could you do this?
Radar lock. Fox 2. Warning, incoming missile.
Oh shit. Shit. Yeah, I saw that 8 has the co-op tag on Steam,
The enemy.
which is interesting. I hope it's better than AC6's
I'm
co-op.
sorry again.
Just because 6's co-op is good, but it's literally 2 missions. And they're not even like really long, like epic missions. It's kind of like 2 10-minute co-op missions, and that's it. I was so excited to check those out, and then they ended up kind of just being nothing. Made me so sad. I hope it's more... Well, I don't think they'll go, like, that hard on it, but at least more in the direction of Joint Assault's combat would be what I would be hoping for. Or combat co-op. Co-op.
Forces we've got left.
Misspoke.
Fox 2.
I'm in pilot mode.
We have radar lock on. Warning, incoming missile. Missile was evaded.
Cool.
Missile missed.
Don't you ooh at me.
We have radar lock on. Operation Alpha failed. We can't afford to lose any more. Do what you can to keep them covered.
Oh. Oh. Well. Oh. 30-second respawn. What was Valentine flying? I missed it.
Missile missed.
Wow. That respawn penalty for the Nosferatu is brutal.
Warning, incoming missile.
Luckily for me, it's not the greatest dogfighting plane.
Missile missed. Operation Charlie failed.
Shit.
Radar lock. Warning, incoming missile.
What? What the fuck was that?
Missile was evaded. Enemy
Oh.
aircraft down.
I got it. Where's Yuriko? What the fuck? I disconnected. Oh. I was like, I'm getting caution. What is happening? Okay. I was just locked in.
Bravo 1. ESM is active.
And take down that super plane.
Fox 2.
Oh. I pulled the wrong way. I got kind of turned around in my head. I pulled towards the ground instead of pulling up.
Bravo 1. Engage the enemy.
It was a pretty good 2. Good.
Let me near your fucking ussy.
You know what I don't like about that one? The grunt from whatever game she was playing that's in it. The little ugh. Every time it catches me off guard.
Radar lock. Fox 2. Missile missed.
Oh. Where are we going now? Oh, is it the final objective? Oh no, it's the ships. Okay. I was like, was it really not long enough for stuff to respawn?
Target hit. ESM is active.
Aren't false quotes supposed to keep you on guard? No. I'm used to it. She just says shit. Uh-oh.
Missile strike confirmed.
After I shot, I realized that it looked like he was typing. Recently started watching Dragon Ball Z abridged without watching Dragon Ball Z. Oh, fuck, man. I love Dragon Ball Z abridged. He's still typing. At least I barely hit. Barely at all. Oh, okay. We're gone. The only thing I dislike about abridged, and it's not even anything about abridged because, like, it's great. It's just that a lot of people have, like, taken bits of, like, or I just bits from Dragon Ball Z abridged and kind of remembered that as, like, how the show / manga actually was. Like, there are a lot of jokes and stuff from Dragon Ball Z abridged that people think are, like, genuinely just the way it is in Dragon Ball. And that's the only time that it drives me nuts. But also, Dragon Ball is one of those things where, like, a lot of Dragon Ball fans haven't watched Dragon Ball or read it. It's one of those fandoms. But Dragon Ball Z abridged doesn't help. Started a couple abridged series and wasn't really into it. I mean, the thing to remember is that, like, the whole abridged format, like, blew up because of Dragon Ball Z abridged. Like, that was the one back in the early YouTube days that, like, blew that shit up. Not that it was the first one, but that was, like, what popularized it. And a lot of what came after was very much, like, aiming to be the Dragon Ball Z abridged of, you know, whatever it was they were doing.
Lock on.
But, like, and to be fair, a lot of Toyotaro's work in Dragon Ball Super has not helped with this. But, like, things from abridged, like Goku being stupid or being a poor father and shit like that, people just remember stuff like that as, like, actually being how Dragon Ball was. And, like, actually reflecting his character. Toyotaro included, apparently. Cool to watch how Team 4-Star humor changed over the years. Yeah. I really wish they, like, had enough to do, like, enough bits that they wanted to use and stuff like that to actually do the whole, like, Buu Saga. Because the little bits that they did release of, like, the funny ideas that they had and didn't just want to go to waste were awesome. They were great. I wish they had, like, more material that they liked, so they could have just done the whole thing like usual. Is he not dumb and a bad father, though? He wasn't. Well, okay, the dumb thing, kind of on and off. He was in OG Dragon Ball, but he was also, like, 10 years old. So that was kind of just... It was more childish than, like, dumb. But then in Z, he absolutely wasn't. But then in Super, he's arguably the dumbest he ever was. Like, probably even more than OG Dragon Ball. So the dumb thing is kind of on and off. The being a bad father thing, that was just never a thing until Super. And I don't know where that came from. It was a joke in the community because of Dragon Ball Z Abridged for years. But then somehow it became like an actual character trait of his in Super. And I never understood why. But prior to that, no. The joke got too popular? Yeah. It's one of those where, like, the joke kind of got so popular from Dragon Ball Z Abridged that that's how a large portion of the fandom actually just remembers him being now, which is crazy. He also wants to be a scholar or whatever. The Gohan thing is also weird. Gohan is also a character that's super damaged a lot. Like, a lot. I was going to say arguably more than Goku, but I would say about the same. Because the whole thing with Gohan... Originally... Oh, now it pops up and says that Yuriko disconnected. Was that neither of his parents really understood him. Like, Goku tried to force him into training and fighting all the time, and he didn't want that. But then Chi-Chi forced him into studying and, like, aiming for scholarly excellence all the time, and he didn't want that either. But then in Dragon Ball Super, they just kind of 180'd him, and now he really did want to be a scholar all along. And he's like totally down with it all of a sudden. I really don't know why. They at least remembered the part that he didn't want to be a fighter. They didn't lose that. But the scholar thing totally flipped in Super as well. I thought I was gonna be fine, but no. Eey.
Shut down.
Ouch. And Piccolo started training him or something? I don't remember him saying that. I mean, I remember him saying a whole lot of like, I want to go home and stuff. But I don't remember the scholar thing. Whether that did or didn't happen. But it's also been a while. Like a good while.
Lock on. Fire. Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you. Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Eesh. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Oh, come on.
Careful now, they're tracking you on
some point in the manga. Maybe. I could be misremembering too. They keep putting him through the same arc whenever they do use him. They do. It's awful. You think they'll announce season 3 at Tekken World Tour finals? Definitely. Like that, I think is when they announced season 2, right? Like last year? God, I hope season 3 is better than season 2 was. Because season 2 turned around like... Well, largely turned around in... Well, right around when Armor King came out. Like, balancing and stuff got pretty good. Still not as good as it was in season 1, though. Like, the thing with season 2 is that even, like, right now, at the end of it, like, after all the balancing and new characters and stuff, Tekken 8 is still in a worse spot currently than it was, like, before Clive came out at the end of season 1. Because Clive also was an awful addition when he first came out in terms of, like, the overall health of the game. He was cool in terms of crossover and all that, like guest character and everything. That was great. But for the actual health and state of the game, God, he was awful. That was the first, like, really bad Tekken update, was Clive's update in Tekken 8. I say it was the first bad Tekken update, and I only started playing Tekken during 7. But holy shit, don't even get me started on Tekken 7. And the amount of ups and downs that we went through with that game over the years. For the most part, Tekken 7 was a fairly miserable time to be a Tekken fan. Like, still, after season 2 and everything, Tekken 8 has been a way better game to be a Tekken fan during than 7 was. 7 was like being in an abusive relationship. And it's funny now when the people who are upset with, like, the direction Tekken 8 goes in, when they point to Tekken 7 are like, this was Tekken, this was peak Tekken, and I'm just like, oh my god. Did you forget what it was like to be playing this game when, like, Geese came out? Or when Noctis came out? Or, I mean, I could keep going. Negan when he first came out? Holy fuck. You'd think it was the best one? Yeah, because of, like, Tekken 8 and the knee-jerk reaction to being like, oh, the last game was the best one. This game sucks. Which happens in every gaming community, but Tekken has to have one of the worst cases of it right now. But 7's, like, live service season, just, like, playing the game while they were actively updating it and everything was a nightmare. Good God. Still fun. Like, I still liked Tekken. But holy fuck, it was a nightmare. And the balance of 7 right now, like, if you go boot it up in, like, its final form, if you go boot 7 right now and play it, it's so much worse than Tekken 8. Like, I would so rather play Tekken 8 any day of the week right now. And I do. I don't go back and play Tekken 7. Don't say Lucky Chloe ever. Bro, the thing is, Lucky Chloe wasn't even a DLC character. She was just there the whole time. Like, we always talk about DLC characters coming in and wrecking the balance and the state of the game. But Lucky Chloe was just always there. And the best part was False saw some Lucky Chloe gameplay once and was like, oh my god, she's so cute, I love her. And I was just like, I pray that I do not get you into Tekken 7. I really seriously pray that you do not. Because I don't know if I could play against that much Lucky Chloe.
Operation Bravo complete. You're doing great. Continue on with the mission.
I can't go through that again. If I hear her start counting one more time,
Within Operation Airspace have built
if I hear 1, 2, 3, 4 one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Like, I can't relive that. No, the counting. The counting is the worst part, man. PTSD, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't relive that.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
Like, even the worst Tekken characters and like most broken shit in 8 right now, I still do not miss 7. I just don't. There are some things that I do miss about 7.
We have radar lock on.
Like, now that we're so far into Tekken 8's life, I'm kind of sick of heat as a mechanic. Like, I'm kind of just over it. Kind of done with it.
Now they're tracking you on radar.
Which sucks, because I know Tekken 8 still has so much life in it, and it's probably only going to get worse. But, like, I'm just so not a fan of the heat mechanics and the way that they work right now.
Gun destroyed.
And, like, to be fair, it took a long time for me to start to get tired of it. But really, like, I'm really over, like, every time I'm getting comboed in Tekken 8 and they extend the combo by heat bursting, I roll my eyes. Every time that they heat burst right into a heat dash to extend the combo even further, only for like 5 extra damage, I roll my eyes. Like, I can't. I'm so sick of them. Now, do I occasionally heat burst and heat dash in the middle of a combo to squeeze out a little extra damage? Of course I do. I mean, it's in the game. And if they're really low and I can use my heat bar that I haven't touched to kill them, end the round right there, I will. You can't stop me. You just suck at it? No, it like kind of ruins the pace of the game.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
Like, you just have to wait so long before you can actually do stuff again.
They know exactly what we
And
do. All
it extends the amount of time that you spend not playing the game for practically no benefit. Oh, I'm red team. I thought I still lost. I'm like, really? That's crazy. But no. Okay. That's another one. Still no achievement. But that's another one. While getting juggled from one side of the map to the other for the sake of 90 damage. Yeah, that's the thing, too. It's not even just that it slows down the game so much. It's that when people do that, and some people do it, like, habitually, right? Like, they land their first launcher of the round, and they're going to do it, sort of thing, right? Like, doesn't matter if they should or shouldn't. They just do every time they can. Some people play like that. And literally, like, when you throw heat burst, heat dash, and then like one extra move that you can actually land at the end of a heat dash like that, at the very end of a full combo, when you do all that, for most characters, they literally get like 6 extra damage at the end of their playthrough, or at the end of their combo playthrough. does it have? Sam. Balance aside, the entire style and vibe of 8 just sucks. Worst music in the series is crazy. That's insane. Worst music is wild. I think most Tekken 8 character designs are great, but like some of them were huge misses. Like Paul. What did they do to Paul Phoenix in Tekken 8? Ugh. But mostly I think the character designs are good in 8. Granted, I also play Mishima, so every character I play looks fucking phenomenal in Tekken 8. Especially Heihachi, holy moly. But yeah, Paul, I don't know what they did to Paul. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Yoshi. Well, I don't know. I wasn't big on Tekken 7 Yoshi, but I'm not huge on Tekken 8 Yoshi either. Yoshi is a weird one though, because he changes so much every game. I need Siege Battle 10. Where is it? Once we get Siege Battle 10, I will know for absolute certain how much progress I have in the multiplayer overall. Right now, we're kind of in the right ballpark, but we don't know exactly. Character select makes my ears bleed. Which one? The launch one or the new season 2 one?
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
I'm getting
Enemy
2v1'd
forces are
again.
approaching the city. Intercept.
Miyari Zo is fun though. I'm not a huge fan of Miyari. Or Miyari Zoo, however you're supposed to say it. I'm not huge on her. Her combos are super fun. Like, her execution is fun. But her game plan, I have just not been able to get into. She feels too linear. Like, too straightforward. Uh-oh. Are they both messaging me? What is happening? Hold on. She siege my battle till I achievement unlock. So true.
Missile strike confirmed.
Please. We take that. Just boring, but an improvement. Oh, the character select. They are messaging me. What is happening? I think it's better than the launch one, but still not my favorite Tekken music. I don't even know if it's what's it? In the jukebox or anything. Lag strats? Is that what's happening? They're going for the lag the Xbox play.
Missile missed. Enemy kill confirmed.
I'm taking my win. If they give it to me, I'm taking it. I will take it.
Radar lock.
No mercy. No messaging mercy.
Enemy aircraft down.
God damn it. This game is 10 pounds on eBay. Yeah, it's not too expensive to order a physical for.
Warning, incoming missile.
The female character's shoulders are weirdly high, so their clavicles point up in a way that looks unnatural. Interesting. Oh, oh, oh. I did see people saying, I don't know if it's true,
Warning, incoming missile.
but I saw people talking about apparently they, in one of the patches, slightly increased the breast size on Asuka in Tekken 8. Like, not long ago either. Like, at some point during Season 2, I believe. People were saying they buffed her, her boobs. She got hit with the booby buff in Season 2, apparently. I'm not sure if that's true, but people were saying it's true.
Missile missed.
I would believe it, given a lot of the cosmetics and stuff that have come out for female characters in Season 2. Like, it would not shock me. Machine guns in this game are so, like, they're amazing damage wise, but the netcode makes them impossible in multiplayer. Aren't cosmetic mods allowed for Tekken tournaments? What? Are they? I mean, I guess if they're, well, I don't know. I was gonna say, I guess if they're just cosmetic, but there's probably some way that you could loophole that and gain, like, some slight technical advantage. If someone wanted to, I bet they could find a way. You know? That would be wild to me, if true. Oh.
Enemy plane down.
Aha! Oh, Flack stole it. I so had that one too. Oh, they play on PS5s at tournaments? Okay. Oh, I saw the one. That was just like an online tournament. The one where the guy forgot to to turn off like his, wasn't it like the Calvin Klein mod or something? That everyone ran right at the start of the game because it came out like first week of the game and everyone was like, oh my god.
It's used.
Eeeh. I remember, was it being a wild skin? No, I remember that too. I think that was just an online tournament. None of the official tournaments are played on PC. Tekken Extreme Beach Volleyball. Bro, I'm telling you, with some of the cosmetics they added in Season 2, like, that is genuinely the direction they're moving in. I'm not even kidding, man. Granted, who was it? Azucena always had a bikini costume, like, from day one. But, man. Had fundoshis. Were those allowed? Heihachi still has his fundoshi costume in 8, which was incredible. As a Heihachi enjoyer, I run the Heihachi fundoshi a lot when I play. Gives me a tactical advantage. It's true. They all got Christmas bikinis too. Yeah, it's gotten a little crazy as the game has gone on. Like, at the start, they didn't seem to want to go very Goonie at all with, like, the cosmetics and stuff. But at some point, they clearly changed their minds. They kind of 180'd on that.
ESM is active. Enemy down.
Freaky cells. It's true. The Chun-Li incident. Oh my god. That what it was? Was it not Tekken? I think it was Street Fighter. I think that's the clip I'm thinking of. The guy who had the Chun-Li mod still on while playing in, like, a community tournament. I think it was Street Fighter, the clip I'm thinking of. Now that you say that, like, I can picture the clip even. Like, I know what stage they were on and everything. The Tekken one, I was just like, oh yeah, I remember that. But no, that was Street Fighter. That was Street Fighter 6. It was so funny. I think I sent that clip to False. So I was just like, imagined. Back in Street Fighter 5? No, it was 6 for sure. Because like I said, I remember the stage. That was 6. But it was like right after 6 came out, like first few months of it. Street Fighter characters are hotter is crazy. Have you seen Heihachi Mishima? Come on. Come on, man. What do you mean? Have you ever seen such an attractive 80-year-old man? Come on now. What's the guy's name in Street Fighter 6? The new Bison, who they then added Bison anyway. But is it JP? Was that his name? JP? He was one of the newcomers with 6. He's got nothing on Heihachi, man. Heihachi aside, okay, at least we agree.
Operation Charlie failed.
Thank God we can agree on that.
Do what you can to keep them covered.
I throw you E-Honda. Ah, shit. I still have Kazuya up my sleeve. I still have a clip on my PC of me and Owen running Tekken 8. And I beat him with Kazuya, and I had like a shirtless custom on. And like the victory pose happened, and Owen just goes, "Look at his fucking boobies." It's so stupid. I have a lot of stupid clips of me and Owen running Tekken. Kazuya's pecs in 8 are fucking ridiculous. It's true. The AC-130 strikes back. Are you kidding me? I was just about to ask if Yuriko disconnected. Oh. Well. Never mind. Remember the OG Chun-Li model in MVC Infinite? We don't talk about MVC Infinite. It didn't happen. It doesn't exist. We don't talk about it. MVC Infinite and Beyond is great. Fantastic. But we don't talk about MVCI. Male characters as a whole, though, is a whole different discussion. I mean, Tekken, look, even... I'm trying to remember who it was that Tibby was going wild over when I streamed Tekken 8 a lot. But he never... Claudio. I was like, it was someone who no one plays. It was Claudio. The Italian. Yeah, I remembered. MVCI and B. Way better. Way better. Me and Owen played some of that when it first came out, and we had a fucking blast. Because, like, the thing is, MVCI's gameplay was good. It was just everything else about the game sucked. Like, the character roster, the visuals, the stages, like... The one thing that MVCI had was that its gameplay was phenomenal. Always. So, like, MVCI coming out and fixing up all the other stuff, aside from just the core gameplay, made it so much better. Plays so good. Yeah, everything else about the game sucked, but, like, it played so nicely. So something like MVCI and Beyond was just, it was so needed. And it's a godsend now that we have it. Like, now I can enjoy playing Infinite if I'm playing with a friend who also has the mod installed. It's great. We'll probably never get MVC 5. Well, at least we're getting Tokon, right? Tokon looks great. I haven't gotten into any of the, like, tests for it, because I somehow always miss when they're doing registration for it and everything. But it seems awesome. It's hectic as fuck when there are 8 characters on the screen, but that's like... That's kind of part of the appeal, is it not? I mean, think about it, right? MVC. What's the best MVC game? Everyone say it. Everyone say it. What's the best MVC? I don't need to tell you. I don't even need to say it. MVC 2. It's true. Now I ask you, what is the most, like, hectic and chaotic MVC game? It's also 2. I won't wait for chat again. It's also 2. Just craziest fucking shit happens in 2 at all times. 3 can be crazier at, like, top level, but generally it's 2. 2 is fucking batshit. And you don't even need to be, like, that good at 2 to be able to do that stuff. It's just wild. But 3, if you get someone who does know what they're doing, who, like, you know, gets set up with Sentinel and all that, like, yeah, you're cooked. It's over. Rage bait failed. I know you haven't played it. You can't rage bait me. And then, for me at least, I've never been a big Guilty Gear fan. I'm generally not an anime fighter fan. But you know what Arxis game I fucking loved? Dragon Ball FighterZ. And you know how fucking crazy Dragon Ball FighterZ is? talk about a chaotic 2D fighting game where just like shit happens in an instant. You can't even really process what's happening half the time. Fucking Dragon Ball FighterZ is crazy. So like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the appeal. But again, I haven't been able to get my hands on Tokon during any of the tests or anything. So I don't know. Morgan and Virgil be breaking everything. It's also true. Three Sentinel is fucking ridiculous. In the hands of someone who knows how to do a touch of death with him. So stupid. Because, like, you don't even have to be that good at MVC3 to do it. You just have to know the combo. And, like, you're gonna touch of death people with Sentinel in that game. You just have to have, like, labbed the combo a couple times before, and you got it. There we go. Gun tower. Power Stone 3 would go crazy. I still can't believe that we live in a timeline where we got Power Stone with fucking rollback. I cannot believe, and it's not even just Power Stone that makes that collection so ridiculous. Like, that collection in general is just wild. Like, it's hard to believe that Capcom even put that together. But Power Stone with rollback is just not a thing that I ever would have thought would be real. Cap Gods. I'm glad that Capcom turned, like, just their whole business around after the Dark Ages. Like, it's crazy that just across the board, like, Capcom is just back on it. They've just been on such a winning streak with, like, everything in recent years. Odd exceptions here and there, but, like, holy fuck. I'm so glad that Capcom is back. I love Capcom shit. They have so many good franchises. Can't wait for Pragmata. I haven't played that demo, but I know everyone was saying that that demo was awesome. Could do a little less DLC. At least in terms of what I play from Capcom, the DLC hasn't been too ridiculous aside from like Street Fighter 6. Like Resident Evil has been so chill where I was just talking about it like last Resi stream. Like the way that they've done it with Resi is just they have all this shit in the game, like all these classic unlockable things, like RE4 Remake has like the infinite durability knife, right? Infinite rocket launcher, shit like that. And they still have the in-game challenges and stuff to complete if you want to unlock those. Ghost missiles, fuck me. And like you can just unlock them like you would back in like a late 90s RE game. Or you could just go and pay like $3 on Steam and just have it. Which I don't know why you would do. Because, like, the game isn't even that fun with the infinite rocket launcher. I mean, it is if you, like, work for it and earn it and then use it for, like, a little cathartic run-through. after you've put in all that grind. But if you're just genuinely paying the money to skip straight to infinite ammo rocket launcher, like, that's not fun. Which one is this? This is 6. This is Ace Combat 6.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy. Enemy kill confirmed.
Jesus.
Let me near your fucking ussy.
It's that one, the grunt. That's what I'm talking about.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh. Who reads titles these days?
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
Read the title, Chattington. Or else.
Enemy plane down.
Thank God. I was getting heavily spawn trapped. Destroyer. Got a decent bit of time.
Missile struck target. Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
Oh, that was what I wanted. Shit.
Missile evaded.
God damn.
Missile struck target. Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
Oops.
Target hit.
What? Where did... Those missed?
Tracking you on radar.
I hear
Missile struck target.
Yuriko's going for those RCL kills. I see. We tried the 7 VR missions? No, I don't play on PlayStation.
Warning, incoming missile.
Ow.
Missile was evaded. Radar locked.
They're trying to sabotage me.
Shut
Oh,
down.
wow. I thought I had more time than I did.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy. Fire. Enemy plane down.
Yuriko's typing.
Enemy aircraft down. Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you. Box 2. Operation Alpha complete. Move on to another airspace. Missile was evaded. Operation Bravo complete. You're doing great. Continue.
Ow.
Operation Charlie complete. Enemy forces within Operation Airspace have been eliminated. Nice work. Target coordinates have been sent. This is the last group.
You stop.
Shut
My
down.
Xbox.
Enemy facility taken out.
What the fuck is Mr. Bones' Wild Ride?
Bravo 1, engage the enemy. Radar lock.
You haven't seen that? No. What the fuck?
Fired.
No. I'm not getting anything.
Stage complete.
I actually
All aircraft
don't
return
know
base.
which team scored more. I wish there was a better, like, in-game score tracker for Siege Battle. Oh! Let's go! I'll take what I can get. I will take what I can get. No achievement. Still. Still. No achievement. Chat. I'm hopeful that I'm only one win away. But it might be more than that for the achievement. You know, we'll change it up. We'll change it up. We need some variety here. We need some variety in this one. For any of you on Xbox? You got AC6? Does it go to messages? Hold on, I missed some of these. Welcome to Advanced Warfare. I'm tired. I didn't open some of these. I've eaten my fajitas. No, thankfully, if you're trying to hop in, you don't even need, like, a specific invite. Oh, Ace Combat 7? We're doing 7 on Steam when we get to it. Actually, wait, this is just gonna be a dogfight? But no, sorry. If you do have this on Xbox, all you need to do is just go, like, search for a ranked match of whatever it is we're playing. And no one else plays this. It's so dead, you'll just get into this lobby. It is that dead. F16 gaming? We're doing it live, chat. He's whipping out the F16. He's doing it. Busiest game I've seen in years. It's so busy. Everyone's playing that Ace Combat 6.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Who's with me? Where are they? Hello? Who is with me? Oh. Who was it? It's Valentine. Okay. Oh, God.
ESM is active. Ground target destroyed. UAV launched. Fired.
Hold on, the score, the score. Shit. Put myself like down here. I'm not in the way of anything down here. In any mode.
Alpha 2, Fox 2.
Oh god.
Warning, incoming missile. Ground target destroyed. UAV launched.
Middle right streamer. Put yourself center of the screen.
We have radar lock on.
Get sammed.
ESM is active.
Sammed. Bet it was cool when it launched and a lot of people were playing. It probably was.
Ground target destroyed.
Siege Battle in particular was probably great.
Jammers reduce
I'd be
our
willing to
radar
bet.
efficiency and also interfere with missile fire. Be
But with only like 2 or 3 people, Siege Battle is just monotonous. Put the camera behind you and put yourself in the cockpit. If only I had a green screen or something for that. Well then, I guess, how would I even do that? Like, camera behind me with a green screen, but I still need to be looking at the game, you know?
Alpha 1, ESM is active. Ground target
Maybe I could
destroyed.
figure it out someday.
UAV launched.
But that would be a hilarious idea to have me, like, at the bottom. You're looking at the back of my head in this view. Get a big ass mirror or something. Maybe.
Enemy aircraft down. Alpha 2, Fox 2. Ground target destroyed. Missile launched.
Always were. Uh-huh. Sure.
Fox 2.
Whoa. You guys hear that railgun? Oh my god.
Radar lock.
Jess would back me up. Jess isn't here. Checkmate, liberal.
Jammers reduce our radar efficiency and also interfere with missile fire. Be cautious.
Slightly offset. Hey, I'm right above the ammo and everything down there, okay? That was the thought process. It is crazy that this game looks the way it does for a game that came out in 2007. Or was it 6? It's 2006, isn't it? Or is it 7? 2006. That's right. 2006. Seven? Is it 7? Fuck. It's hard for me to keep it straight. I may not see heaven for my actions. What are you doing over there? Just spawn trapping, you mean? Stand next to your door? No. You're just trying to look at my feet. I know it.
Ground target destroyed. Cruise missiles incoming.
Bunch of freaks in chat. They just want to see my dogs. He doesn't stream with pants. Is also an issue.
Fox 2.
Oh, do jammers interfere with missiles in this game? Hardly even playing. Yeah, this is a rough matchup. Even though we're in the little planes. Although, honestly, us being in the weaker planes kind of makes it worse because of the point scaling. Like, every 2 kills that we get is worth, like, 1 of yours. You know? I hope 8 has crossplay. That would be great.
Yeah.
I also hope.
Foot.
But thank you for the 2, James. Appreciate it. Team Battle 3 is a bit. It's just one of those things where it sucks because, like, only one of the modes is free for all.
Just get better balls, Cole.
The other ones are teams of 2. So basically, well, I would say 2/3 of the grind, but it's even more. It's probably more like 3/4 of the grind. If we have an odd number of players, it's going to be unbalanced in terms of teams. Holy fuck. That railgun. We're cooked. Yeah, it's just because, like, everything in this game is teams of 2, basically. Like, there's kind of, aside from when we are working on BR, there's just not much to really be done. As much as it sucks. If the game was more alive, wouldn't be as much of an issue. Like, it would only be an occasional annoyance, but considering how few players we get, it's gonna happen a lot. Shit. Oh. Stealth plane. How easily I forget. I mean, it seems like the Nosferatu at least doesn't have much of an issue maneuvering with the Super Hornet. It does with a lot of the higher end planes, for sure. But not the Super Hornet. Seems to be keeping up pretty all right, actually. The issue with the Nosferatu is that the high G is so awful. The high G fucking kills that plane in this game. Oh. I wasn't even high G-ing. Well, that's... If you did, you would have had a worse time. At least in that plane. That was team battle. Put one more on the board for that. Make sure I'm still saving. You got your 200 kills? I gotta be close then, right? I only have my 100. Is 200 the highest, or does it go above that for the kill achievements? 200 is the high one. That's the max one. I gotta be pretty close to that. That's 50 gamer score. that one. All right. Back to the mines, everyone. We gotta go back. We have to go back. Was actually doesn't seem like such a bad pick. Where do I find better balls? That's a good question. The skies leave me parched. Go for it. Not the EML again. Oh god. Oh. Oh. The what's it? The arrows on the right are like connection indicators. Because Yuriko's goes yellow on occasion, probably just because we're so far away and it's peer-to-peer connection. It makes sense. The blue only going out is just the host indicator. I haven't really noticed. I haven't really noticed until just now. Chat, can you believe that we're already 6 days into 2026? Isn't that bad at anti-ground? Is it not? I've never really used it for that. I can't believe it. I keep thinking that we're still... Like, I keep saying even 2025. Time flies. It does. Oh. Sorry, I had a second. I was like, let me check the market. Because it closed a few minutes ago. Solid day. We take those. Can you believe my daughter is 20 this year? You have a 20-year-old daughter? How has this never happened to... I do? How has this never come up? Why is your chat full of old people? I don't know why. I don't know why. I have mentioned it and no one seems to care. There's no way. I would remember. I would remember. Old? Because he's a MILF hunter. That's true. That's true. I would definitely remember. There's no way. I genuinely questioned if it was a shitpost. As is known, everyone who is older than 23 is old. It's true. It's true. You have a daughter older than some people in chat. Until I'm 24, then 24 will be young. Exactly, exactly. The way that I like to look at internet age is like every year up until like 22 is just 1 year. Like it's just normal. until you're like 22. But then I swear, once you hit like 23, every 1 year, people start counting it as like 2. Like you start aging twice as fast, and all of a sudden people are like, oh my god, old so quickly. I already get called unk on the internet sometimes, dude. Just here to watch this man play plane game. Everyone from all over, of all ages, all different experiences, united by plane game. I'm not here for plane game? What do you mean you're not here for plane game? How could that even be possible that you're not here for plane game? I'm okay with being unk. I don't care anymore. Me too, damn it. Bus drive simulator gonna go crazy. Was that sound of the railguns just those two dueling with them? It's like, wow, that's a lot of railgun fire. I think it was just them both shooting each other with it. I am actually kind of curious about the railgun for air to ground now. I genuinely just never even tried it. Like, I just always think of it as an air-to-air tool, you know? But maybe I've been looking at it the wrong way all along. Oh, oh, oh. Fuck, I tried. I knew I was unk when I got slide canceled and couldn't do anything. That's when you know. That's when you know. I would say that I'm not going to get into train games. But I absolutely could end up getting into train games. I mean, how many steps away from trains are planes anyway, right? Like, how different are they really? Not that different, I think. Pretty similar when you think about it. How different are the plane nerds from the train nerds, really? I think not that different when you get down to it. Ooh. Ooh, shit. Man, this thing is so slippery. Like, even just controlling the Su-47 in this game feels kind of sketchy because it whips around so quick. Oh, shit. Trains are just planes that don't fly. That's kind of what I'm saying. What about crane games? I've played too much Yakuza for that. I could never. Shit, I tried. The EML is vaporizing the fleet? Really? You're telling me Yuriko's onto something? If it's really good at air to ground, is EML just gonna become like the hard meta for siege battle? Because think about it, like, it's great for clearing out ground targets on attack. Not as good as some things, but like it's really good at it, right? It's... I watched that. I saw that. I heard one shot. It just immediately disappeared. Holy fuck. Sorry, it's good on defense for taking the enemies out of the air and removing time from them. Like, is the Nosferatu actually going to be that good for Siege Battle? Did we write it off too soon? Potentially? Because it kind of seems like we did. This feels like a discovery. I feel like a god right now. I saw the fucking huge battleship get one-tapped by it. That was crazy. You can't hit me. I'm too slippery for my own good. I can hardly even control this bitch. This is the risky part.
Missile strike confirmed.
Oh my god, you see how fast that whipped around? Jesus Christ.
Warning, incoming missile.
Ooh.
Missile evaded. Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
My god.
Shot down.
Whoa. Developing a meta between between three people. I mean, we found a lot of crazy stuff in Ace Combat X by the end of it.
Engage the enemy.
It's just we had already thought that like the Typhoon was the meta air-to-air plane and the A-10 was the meta air-to-ground. But then obviously for Siege Battle, you kind of have to choose which one, because depending which side you're on, you either want better air-to-air or air-to-ground. But now, suddenly, there might be one tool available that just does both. Like, why even choose when you can have both, you know?
Alpha 2, Fox 2. Enemy shut down.
Shit. Cargo ship sim when?
Shut down.
That actually sounds great.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy. Alpha 2 to launch.
Single shot leading you gotta do. The shot leading is very fun on it.
Fox 2. Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
Did we only get like 12k score? Is that right? That can't be right.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy. Enemy forces are approaching the city. Intercept.
I email the capital from the ocean. That was wild. It might actually be the move. I'm kind of shocked. I kind of just thought that the Nosferatu wouldn't actually be that good. Like, in general in multiplayer. Because of the high G.
SIM is active.
Because the high G is absolutely awful in that plane. Which I thought would ruin it. But apparently not. Ace Combat roguelike win? You might be onto something. I'm always onto something. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Project Wingman has a conquest mode? Wait, what is conquest mode? What? What do you mean by that? This is fucked up. This is fucked up. This is where the game has gone to shit. Oh, Valentine crashed. Yuriko has a moment to breathe. Tis but a moment. But it's a moment. Yeah, this is fucked up. It's a roguelike mode? Really? That might be the single most convincing argument I have heard for playing Project Wingman. How is this the first time anyone has ever told me this? Everyone is always like, you need to play it, you need to play it. How has no one ever mentioned this? How has this not come up before? Like, what? You like the color orange? Not really. Not particularly, no. Well. Because it kind of sucks? Oh. Well. That would do it. I don't think it has random upgrades, just money for planes. Oh. I mean, yeah, that's also not the greatest. Fun to play for a bit, but not crazy. Well, I'm suddenly less enthused. My god, she's getting all her points anyway. Spawn trap be damned. Jesus Christ. I can stop this. Jace Combat is your favorite? 4, for sure. The amount of Rouge and not Rogue is bothering me. Hey. I wasn't gonna say anything. I need to put a stop to this EML match. This is fucking crazy. I'm the only one here without EML. I'm suddenly feeling a little out of place. Good lord. I just twisted my back a little bit. Got like 3 cracks up my spine. That was nice. I needed that. Fire.
Operation Charlie failed. Our front line is crumbling. Protect whatever forces we've got left.
Oh my god, did you see those ones curve? Holy fuck.
All special weapons used. Out.
Oh. Wait. Why did Saribot ban hot sauce? What the fuck? He actually did get bonked by it. What did you try to say? Did you... It just bonked a bot. Did you try to do the same thing and it actually got you? I was replying to the bot. Yeah, that would do it. Okay, I got him. I freed him. I freed him. AI takeover. Yeah, I'm gonna play AC8. Well, I am probably more skeptical about it than anyone else, at least just from reading the room in terms of the AC community. And I hope I'm wrong, but like the way that they're marketing the game so far is very weird to me. Like incredibly weird. And some of the stuff that we've gotten from interviews and stuff, at least for me, are not exactly inspiring confidence. So I'm hopeful, but I'm not optimistic, if that makes sense. What are you talking about? Like, the emphasis on the cinematics are crazy in the advertising, like all the first person cinematics that aren't even in the plane. That already, just when that trailer came out, like I had it in my Game Awards notes that I took while I was watching. Like literally my first reaction to the trailer was like, they seem to be going really hard on the cinematic stuff in a way that almost like makes me concerned that it will be too much. And then in an interview with Kono that I think GameSpot did, I don't know if it was them that did this specific interview because there's been a few with him. He clarified that those aren't even going to be like you walking around and interacting with things. Like they are just cutscenes. You literally just sit there and watch. But it's in first person. But like you're not controlling the game at all during those moments. And some of them like aren't even on, you know, like the naval carrier or anything. Like they're literally just at like a rave in one of them, if I remember correctly, or some shit like that, like a club, whatever. Just hanging out. And I'm kind of like, I get trying to flesh out a relationship between you and your squad. But that just does not feel Ace Combat-y to me, like at all. Nothing wrong. Far Cry had the same. Yeah, I'm not a big Far Cry fan. But it's not even like, I don't know. I'm skeptical about how cinematic it's going to be. And then like when they are asked about gameplay in interviews, a lot of their answers are literally just them focusing on like two new things in the game, one of which they're not even really saying a whole lot about. Like literally whenever they're asked about like how the gameplay is evolving and stuff from the last entry, pretty much the only answers they've given in any of the interviews so far are like, we've added more depth to the clouds and the cloud tech, and what's it? Debris from planes that have been shot down or exploded can destroy other planes that are midair. And those are like the only two things that they're talking about whenever the gameplay comes up. They genuinely have not spoken about anything else. So, like, for me, just the way that they're talking about the game in interviews and marketing the game, it has me a little worried. It has me a little skeptical.
Just turn around.
But
there's this big figure just pounding me.
I'm obviously gonna wait and see. Just, I mean, I've gamed for a long time, and I've kept up with the industry for a long time, and like, you get to a point where you start to notice when something is off in games marketing, and something definitely seems off with Ace Combat 8. You know what I mean? Didn't they say something about the clouds? No, legit, all they said was that like the cloud technology has evolved and become more advanced, but they didn't really talk about how. So I don't know if that's like the actual mechanics with like tracking going weird in clouds and all that, and like icing over the plane, like has that become more advanced? Or is it literally like rendering technology in Unreal Engine that's become more advanced? Like, what are we exactly talking about when they say that the clouds have become more advanced? We don't really know. And like, there is a lot to talk about where you could say like, you know, the scales of the battles have increased compared to Ace Combat 7. And if they, this is obviously, we don't have a fucking clue, but I'm saying like, theoretically, if you had made significant changes to the gameplay, you would have things to talk about. Even though the formula has been the same, a lot about these games change from game to game, right? Like, Ace Combat 6 plays totally differently compared to, like, Ace Combat 4, which plays pretty similarly to, like, Ace Combat 7, but that plays pretty differently to, like, Ace Combat 5 or 0. And even Ace Combat 5 and 0, despite sharing the base gameplay model with each other, like, literally one-to-one, still feel like entirely different games in terms of how the game is designed, right? Like, the feel of Ace Combat 5 compared to Ace Combat 0 when you're playing is totally different, despite the fact that the base gameplay is literally the same. So I feel like there's a lot that they could talk about, but they're just not really talking about much at all. Like, they're doing these interviews, but then they're really not saying anything, which is very strange to me. Like, really, really strange to me. It's like I said, like, you, after you keep up with the industry long enough, you start to pick up on, like, weirdness with game marketing, and I'm getting a lot of weirdness with Ace Combat 8 so far. Because, like, it's not like they didn't do a huge marketing push between the trailer and the interviews and all that. Like, they've already done a ton of marketing for the game, assuming you're actually, like, keeping up and reading the interviews or watching the interviews, depending if they're text or video. There's a ton of marketing out, but they're just not really saying anything, you know? What could they tell? Like I just said, like, you could talk about the scale of the missions. Is there going to be a lot of, like, narrative stuff mid-mission, like Ace Combat 5? Are you doing, like, a mix like Ace Combat 7 did? Are you doing just pure gameplay during missions like Ace Combat 0? There's a lot of questions that I would ask if I were interviewing, but the interviewers, keep throwing them these super generic questions, like just, how has the gameplay changed? And then they don't really say anything, and then they just kind of move on. And I'm like, dude, there's so much that you could ask them about, and like actually give them a specific question that they can't just give you like generic marketing speak to answer. And no one's giving them those. So we're not like actually getting anything. because they're kind of just throwing these nothing burger answers out in interviews, like constantly. How many wing do plane have? I don't know. I feel like there's so much that you could talk about in terms of like how they're changing from Ace Combat 7. Unless they are literally just not changing from Ace Combat 7. But then my question, if that is the case, becomes, why has this game taken 7 years if we're not making significant changes? Like, even if that is the case, if the formula is staying like exactly how it was in Ace Combat 7, what took so long? Like, where has all the time and money gone if that is the case? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird to me. It's really weird to me. And there's plenty that they could talk about, like co-op is flagged on Steam as being part of the game. Right? Like, Bamco themselves, when they posted the game on Steam, marked it as having co-op. Why has no one talked about co-op when, like, gameplay or structure or anything like that comes up in interviews? It's weird to me. Like, they're just not talking about anything, you know? An example of the physics overhaul? Yeah, that's one of the things that I was mentioning. Like, the two things they keep talking about are the physics and the clouds. AC7 coming out 8 years ago doesn't mean shit. I mean, unless the team literally, like, was doing something else, which there wasn't a game released in the interim, or, like, they literally just didn't have Project Aces working for a short period. As far as we currently know, it's incredibly easy to assume that they started developing 8 within at least a year of 7's release, because they didn't do a whole lot of like live support for 7 beyond the DLCs. But even then, DLCs are typically handled by like smaller teams. They're not typically like all hands on deck for DLCs. Sometimes that's the case, but generally in AAA game development, they have like a side team who handles stuff like DLC while the main team goes on to start working on the next project. Maybe they're not allowed to say anything else. But then why do such a big marketing push? Like, why do so many interviews? Why go out and talk about the game so much if you have nothing to talk about? You know what I mean? Just the whole thing strikes me as really weird. The whole approach to marketing AC8 so far strikes me as bizarre. And even if they did have the entire team working on DLC for a year, then it's not 7 years they spent working on this, it's 6. And I'm still like, what about the game took so long? Like, where was all of that effort going? Because there's no way that it just went into the clouds and physics, right? And if it did, that would concern me. Being 1-to-1 scale instead of 10-to-1 like usual. Yeah, what exactly will that mean for the game? If that question makes sense. Like, what? Just everything will be smaller instead of being like comically large, the way they kind of always have been. Did you see the interview about Prime 4? I did see that. And it makes it make so much sense. Like, the way that the game came out and the way the game was received and everything. Like, it makes Prime 4 make so much more sense in context, right? I feel like he has a trick up his sleeve. I do too, but then it's like just... I don't know. The way they're going about it weirds me out. And I'm hopeful that I'm wrong. Like, I want Ace Combat 8 to be great. I love Ace Combat. But just... the vibe is so weird so far. To me, at least. Like, once I got past that initial, like, holy fuck, that's Ace Combat when the trailer showed at the Game Awards. Like, once I was past that, I was just like, this is a bit weird, you know? Gives me hope for Prime 5. Hopefully they do get to go into, like, making Prime 5, and they just have, like, a better base to work off of, you know? After the last trailer, my hype went from 100% to 0. RE9 is weird because I do have a concern with RE9 in terms of Grace's half of the game. Like, Leon very clearly from that last trailer seems to be leaning so heavily RE4 for his portion of the game that I'm sort of like, sweet. But Grace's half, what weirds me out is that in interviews, the director of the game has said that Grace is going to play very much like RE2, and Leon is going to play very much like RE4. And in the trailers, we see that Leon plays like RE4, right? Like, we see him literally do the headshot into the roundhouse kick. We see all sorts of stuff that's like, yep, that's RE4. But with Grace, we haven't seen anything that's RE2. We've basically seen her playing hide and seek with monsters and nothing but for more than a year. Like, we haven't really seen any RE2 DNA showing in Grace's portion of the trailers yet. And the game comes out next month, so, like, we're not going to be left wondering for very long, and I wonder if the launch trailer will show a little more. But, like, nothing about Grace's gameplay that's been shown in the trailers has seemed compelling. What they talk about in interviews sounds incredible, but what they show in the trailers is kind of nothing, right? So that, with RE9, has weirded me out a lot. My concern for RE9 is absolutely Grace's half of the game, at least right now. I don't blame Capcom for focusing on him. My thing is we've been getting gameplay trailers of Grace for more than a year. We've gotten at least 3 different trailers where we see gameplay of Grace's portion of the game. And genuinely all of it has just been her, like, running around and playing hide and seek and, like, going through cinematic set pieces and nothing but. That's what's weirding me out about Grace's portion of the game. But then, like, in interviews, they're like, yeah, it's going to be like RE2. Like, there's still going to be action. It's just going to be from someone who's less experienced. And it's going to play like a traditional survival horror experience. But, like, we're not seeing it, you know? Like, we're not being shown that. It's just, it's one of those things where, like, for RE9, for me, that's the, like, the red flag moment so far. You know? I don't think she's going to be doing much of anything. They did describe her as a scaredy cat. But then I'm more talking about, why can I not remember his name? The director. It's the same guy who directed 7. His name is so fresh in my brain. I've talked about him so much lately because of RE9, and yet here I am like, what is his name? Why am I struggling? That's about it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting at. Nakanishi, thank you. Toshi Nakanishi. Thank you. Yeah, when he did interviews, he was saying, like, yeah, Grace plays like the RE2 remake. Like, if you're familiar with that game, that's what Grace is going to play like. But we haven't seen that. Like, everything that we've seen from Grace seems like it's from, like, the opening portion of the game, if that makes sense. Where it looks a lot more like RE7 or RE Village's, like, opening hours. Koshi, not Toshi, my bad. It seems like it's more like that opening hour where you don't really do much aside from, like, get the sort of cinematic opening. which is just weird to me. Like, we've seen so much footage of her, but it's like all the same kind of footage, and none of it really matches with what they're saying in interviews, if that makes sense. Whereas, like, Leon, we've seen like 20 seconds of gameplay from Leon, and immediately it matched with what they were saying in interviews. It's just like, boom, that's Resident Evil 4 right there. Boom, that's it. Whereas Grace, like, we've been looking at Grace footage for more than a year, and it's just, it's not matching. You know? And yeah, that's my worry. Like, if Grace's gameplay largely is running and hiding from enemies, that's gonna suck. Like, that's gonna suck so much ass if that is kind of her thing. I really hope that that's not the case. Like, I really hope that that's not the case. What if he thinks RE2 is just hiding from the Tyrant? He wouldn't. He worked on the RE2 remake. Like, he understands what that game is. It's just, it's so weird, right?
New coordinates have been sent. Check your radars. Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
But I do also wonder, because I say a lot that I think the most slept on thing about what made RE4, and to a lesser extent 5, so enjoyable, wasn't even just the gameplay, it's the progression. It's the whole, like, you know, finding treasure items hidden around during exploration, selling those for big chunks of money, using the money at, like, a vendor to buy new guns and, like, upgrade the guns you have. And the thing that I would worry about with Leon's portion of the game is, like, if we are going RE4, are we gonna have that in the same game that has, like, full-blown traditional survival horror for the other half? Like, is Leon going to be getting money and buying upgrades and stuff throughout the game to, like, keep things fresh and interesting? Or is he gonna play more similar in terms of, like, acquiring items to, like, an RE2? Or, like, how is that gonna work? That's another question I have for RE9. Another big question I have for RE9 is that.
Alpha 2, Fox 2. Lock on.
Man, Quam can be wild. The Aussie merchant returns. That would be wild. A mix of the last few releases. Yeah, which I'm not against on paper, but it is sort of like, it really comes down to how you execute it. Because everyone is kind of leaning, or like knee-jerking towards, like, oh my god, it's going to be RE6. And I really hope that they learned the lesson from RE6. Or at least I think the issue with RE6 wasn't just that it tried to appeal to multiple styles of play. It was that it tried to appeal to multiple styles of play, but anything that wasn't pure action sucked, because they didn't, like, dedicate to actually making that style work and, like, bringing back the elements that made that style interesting. Like, Leon's campaign in RE6 does not play like a survival horror game, despite generally having a similar tone. There's nothing gameplay-wise about it that plays anything like those older games, despite the fact that they were, you know, in quotes, trying to appeal to that group of fans. Like, they just made zero effort to actually do that outside of giving it a more horror-like tone. You know what I mean? Which is where I'm saying, like, with Leon playing like RE4, is the addictive progression of RE4 gonna be there? Or are we tossing that because, you know, the main core of the game is made to play more like RE2? Like, they need to dedicate fully to both styles for both styles to work within the same game. Like, that's where 6 went wrong. Not just trying to appeal. It was trying to appeal, and it did a shit job of it. You know? Or like when I replayed Village recently, I kind of felt that way even about the way that Village tried to mix that RE4 style with the RE7 style. Where like the crafting system was a good improvement. Like that was a part of 7 that came over and was good. The shop system from like RE4 was not so good in Village. It was kind of shit actually. And I didn't remember that being the case. But I think it's because when Village came out, I didn't like replay 4 before going into it. Whereas doing the retrospective, I was really fresh on like RE4 and 5 when I played it. So I was kind of like, oh, it's just not as good. Like they didn't do it right, you know? The weapon upgrades especially sucked. Like they were terrible in Village. Just not even interesting. And I just didn't remember that. Like I remembered everything working well in Village, but then I replayed it and was like, wait a minute, what? Like Village was much more of a mixed bag when I went back to it. Whereas for years, like just playing it on launch and then not really touching it since then, I kept putting it like at the bottom of S tier on tier lists. But now I'm more like, it's like a low A, high B sort of thing. Definitely not S. I don't know why I was putting it in S now that I've revisited it. It's like you can have everything, but if you don't commit to everything, it doesn't fucking matter. Like you need to actually fully execute if you're going to have all of those elements there. You can't just half-ass it. You can't just fully do some things and then not fully do others. It doesn't work that way. Like if you do that, you have everything, but a lot of those elements are just gonna feel half-baked and like they're downgrades from what we got before, you know? That was the issue with 6. Like looking back on it now, doing the retrospective now, and like playing everything boom, 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 boom. That was where 6 went wrong. Tried to be everything, but never committed fully for any element. Yeah, and it feels weird. Because like you get little tastes of everything, but it never really feels like RE7 or feels like RE4. It feels like it has a bunch of elements from everything, but no distinct personality or like full understanding of what made those things work. Will Hunnigan return? I'm almost certain that the voice talking to him in the radio was Hunnigan. It sounds exactly like her. I'm pretty sure that was Hunnigan. What if RE9 is the best since 4? It could be. Well, I think the best since 4 is RE2 Remake. I think RE2 Remake is better than 4, but that's a whole other thing. I will be barking if she's back. That was the last match. I only just realized what time it is. Thank you, Yuriko and Valentine, for helping out. I'm not entirely sure because the siege battle number is wrong. I'll actually bump it down. I'm estimating...
I done forgot because I saw the D.
...that we're at 23% now. But I'm not 100% certain on siege battle. Yeah, Duke's Kitchen is like the one thing in RE Village that was like totally new. Like they made it just for that game, and that felt great. Like that one little mechanic felt awesome. Everything else just feels like a weird, like halfway executed version of everything that came before, you know? Anyway, if you take nothing away from the stream, RE2 Remake is better than Resident Evil 4. It is. It's the only game since 4 that I would say is better than 4, which is a whole lot of games to not hit that sort of peak again. But it's not a hot take. I mean, you'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised if you went and like posted that on RE subreddit. You'd be shocked. I also think RE1 Remake is better than RE4. And I personally like OG RE2 and 3 more than 4. But I still love 4. Like 4 is still in my S tier, just there are a lot of other games that are like right above it. Right above it. Just right there, tiny bit above it. Right there. Just above it. Anyway. I'm just going to end 2 minutes early. Go get myself some dinner. Here, that's not a hot take? No. Anyway, what I meant by RE subreddit was just like, if you go to the RE community and say that, you're going to get torn apart. That's all I meant by it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy it and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff like, I forgot, Metal Gear, Yakuza, Resident Evil. Good stuff. Come back for any of it. I promise it's all good. I have no bias. Also, if you enjoyed and you're looking for any way to engage with the community outside of Twitch or YouTube, feel free to check out links in the description on YouTube or on Twitch. They're on the channel page. They're in chat commands. You can find things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. Those are all there. Also on YouTube, leave a like if you didn't. Thank you. Helps out with algorithm. I appreciate it. Thank you. You've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. Who's getting banned? It's tight. Get that ass banned. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.